My word for the day is heart. And I'm grateful for the people that know my heart. Because my actions sometimes not always in a night, like, you know, a little bit.
You're not perfect. Come on.
Not perfect. Oh God, it's so good to say that. Oh my God, it's so good to say that. Because yeah.
Oh, I thought you were.
I don't have to be perfect to be
Such a
loved. Oh my
disappointment.
God. I know, it's such a disappointment. But you know, that's so cool because I can really say that the disappointment, because that used to really get to me too, is such a disappointment. And then I had to realize that I had to reappoint myself constantly. Yeah. Reappoint myself. And that's another thing, that when people were disappointed in me, I really felt defeated. I mean, I felt a failure, like a full-on failure. And I don't think there's any worse thing that a person can experience. It's like death for me, you know? Oh, but it's so wonderful to know that we all have a heart. And it's like, yeah, you know, we all have a heart. Like it or not. So I'm very, very grateful. If anyone wants to share their heart for the day, please can you share your word? Wisdom, encouragement, inspirational.
Yeah, so like in that I found my power. It's like, oh, that can never be punished. That I am dad and never be taken away, and no one else can ever fill it. That was my power. That was my moment. And in that, then it was like I just sent out my love to no one. Just sent it out. And it was, so that's how I ended my day, sending love out. And that is how I started my day, was sending love from my heart out. And that's what makes it today a new day, a great day. Oh, happy days. Oh, happy day. Hi, Joe. I don't know. Let's see. What's my word then? So a word. Yeah, I think the word was coming in was supporting, supportive, supporting, serving. It's like supporting and serving. It's like now it's hearts, just supporting and serving hearts. Which I also call genius. Full circles around supporting genius. Mine first. And then yours. and then whoever else wants it. If there's too much to give.
Yeah, that's a beautiful place to be. When you're so filled that you have so much to give and you still have so much more.
That was my healing. Healing my heartache. Thank you, I'm complete.
And my word for today is focus. And it's focus on listening. Share a little bit of story. Last night, I come home. Came a little bit later. I had some errands to do. Came home and then like my wife says like, oh, there's soup in the fridge. Like you can just warm it up and stuff. And then here's the instruction on the counter. And, you know, I didn't think any of it. So I ate and everything, and I get a phone call from a friend of mine. So I go upstairs because my plan was like finish like the mother-in-law room. Want to put it back all together, finish painting and all that. So putting back the furniture on my own again. And so, you know, I thought I was doing a really good thing. So it took a little bit longer than expected, but then I come down because my wife, like she was working downstairs, cutting some hair and like colors and stuff. So I come downstairs and then like, she's just like, you know, she's calling my name and stuff. And I'm like, so I come down and then like, she was like, I don't have anything to eat. Like I told you, like to cook the rice. And I was just like, what? I had no freaking idea, right? So she was like, I told you twice, you know, like there's these instruction. You were supposed to cook the rice so we can eat. And I'm like, oh, well, I was working upstairs, like doing the room and stuff. And but it didn't matter, you know, like whatever she says, and she says like, you don't listen to me, so you never listen. And I'm like, you never listen. I'm like, okay, this is not it's not about me, right? so anyway, so I remember like reading a book. It's a really good book for men, especially. It's called The Way of the Superior Man. And so he was saying that like, you know, his wife, before he goes to work, she says like, oh, pick up like this 4 liters of milk on your way home. And he was like, yeah, no problem. So anyway, so he's having a really good day at work. Like he got this promotion or whatever, or like this contract signed for like $1 million. And he comes home and he's so happy about it. He's like, honey, like we just made $1 million today. This is amazing. And she was like, did you pick up the milk on the way home? And then he was like, oh no. And he was like, it doesn't matter. Like we can buy like a dairy farm now, you know? So she was like, yeah, but you didn't pick up the milk. And like she was so disappointed by him. So like really little things for us as men is big thing for women. So that's kind of a lesson, but it's, yeah. So focus on listening my wife when she's talking.
Nice one, brother. Thank you for sharing. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's my learning for today. But the beautiful thing about it, like usually like I'll try to defend myself and this, I just didn't take it personal at all, right? Yeah, she was hungry. And then like, you know, like same here, like if I'm hungry or like I'm tired, yeah, I'm not the same person, right? So she was hungry and then like, she just like, you know, whoever like she was like meeting, first person she would be meeting, she would be just like, you know, unload on that person. So that's why I didn't take it personal, because it's like, you know what? I think I did like a really good job upstairs, right? So I mean, yeah. And like it's funny enough, because like, you know, she prepares some meat, but it wasn't cooked. So it takes about probably like, you know, to cook the veggie and stuff, it would take about like half an hour. So even if you like I make the rice right away and then she cooked the meat, like it would be ready in the same time. It's just kind of funny in the sense, but you know, the fact I didn't cook the rice, the damn rice, it wasn't cooked, and then that's how it is. Yeah.
Yep. When we don't take it personal, we don't need to point out things.
No.
Yeah. And it wasn't about the rice.
It damn was about the rice. I don't know what else it was about. If it's not about the rice, then tell me what it's about.
Yeah, as a woman, Nikki.
Come on.
know. And you said you were not perfect today, which surprised me. So.
Only one can be perfect. Only one can be perfect.
Oh, come on now. Oh my God, that's so good. I'll give you the answer later. I'm just listening first.
Come over to Mars and check it out. It's a whole lot better than Venus.
Maybe I'll put a reminder on my phone. Check the rice when you come home.
No, now that's just spite.
Well, she eats rice every day, right? She's
Oh, well, there
Korean.
you go. There you go.
So, I mean,
Love is demonstrated in many, many ways. And it's in those small things that you really can say, well, wow, I feel love, because it's the feeling. It's not so much what it is, it's the feeling behind it, the meaning behind it. Somebody making a note, somebody making coffee in the morning, you know, you like the coffee a certain way. Just like that rice is her base. It's what she eats every day. And just that you know that, and then you get to just do it because you just know that that's what she loves, that's what she likes, that's what she eats. And that's the feeling behind it. And you want to feel that feeling. So it's the feeling that you're going for.
Which is the end result.
Yes, Craig.
That happened to get missed.
Just validates not perfect. Or like was perfect. How else would we learn a lesson? But taking it personal, you just live the same lesson over and over. You don't learn from it. You just live it.
Yeah, but is it helpful to judge it?
Not at all.
As in perfect or not perfect?
Sure, yes.
An end result is an opportunity. And I missed this one. Oh, darn. I'll get the next one.
There you go. That's the difference. That's the difference. Next. Yes, and what's next? Not it was the past. There it is. Again. Judging, holding it there, taking it personal. There's no growth in the taking it making it personal. It's the same thing over again. See, the difference is what's the lesson or what's next? Focus, to me, it's like there's a focused on the future, it's a focus on the past. It's like that always comes from the now. It can only come from the now.
And the focus is always there, whether we're aware of it or not.
And therefore, the end result is always there too.
Yep. Yep.
And for sure, the past will always be there.
Yeah.
They're in the invisible, and we can only see what's on the radar screen, but radar screen shows a tiny fraction of what's there. So we think just 'cause we can't see in our conscious awareness, but that's it. It's already there. It's in the invisible. And the more we believe it, the quicker it gets pulled in. Whoa!
Guess that's the reason for daily lenses. Because it keeps your end results in awareness, your awareness. Like that's the practice.
And when it's there on the focus, it is what we create. It is what we look for. It is the unconscious bringing it together.
Yeah, and it keeps them from being missed.
To focus on mist, where does the awareness need to go? Where, you know,
back on the end result.
Or the feeling of the end result.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, at the end of it, it just like, oh, I didn't like the feedback. I can do something different next time. I'll do something different now. It's like in creation, is it really missed? I think only the expectation is missed. And whether there's room to do better or not is what matters next. Because there's always room. Just may not be to our expectation.
Or keep the better and the expectation out of it.
Right. Then is anything missing? Sure could be. Sure could be.
What about instead of expecting, it was anticipating? But that's the best place you're meant to be attracting it as quick as possible, like the Christmas trees underneath the Christmas, like the Christmas presents underneath the tree. You know it's there. You're not thinking, is it coming? You've made your order at the restaurant. You're not going to say, have you got the order? You're just going to trust. And yes, he's coming. He's here. That feeling. So not expecting it, but anticipating it. Like, wow, when's it coming? Is it tomorrow? Is it a few days? Is it a year? Who knows? Ooh, but it's coming. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's coming. And like that frequency. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Anticipation.
Truth is, I could have. I could have created that feeling. And I still can.
Mm-hmm. So much power in that phrase and that statement.
Yeah. Create the pattern, the new pattern.
That's right. And there will be mistakes creating new patterns.
Yep. Yep.
There'll be learnings is a better word, but our society doesn't allow that yet. But it could. We could. They could. The more we understand our heart, the more we all could.
There's a lot of power in could.
There's so much power.
By using could, I'm doing my part to raise the frequency of humanity. One could at a time.
That's why change starts with us first. And that's enough. Because we're enough. I, you, everybody is enough.
Happy is the little feeling that could.
Agree. But also happiness is a choice. We can choose life or we can choose death. What do you choose?
Happiness is an end result.
That's right. If that's your intentions, yeah, absolute. You move towards that. You take the action. And it starts with a feeling, a gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation, excitement, passion, purpose, love, heart-centered, good intentions, motives. Why are you doing something? Are you doing something to get something back, or are you just doing it because you're just doing it? I wrote today something very profound for myself in my lenses. And it says, it's okay to enjoy your life while you have a problem. Being miserable won't make it go away any faster. That means circumstances. It's always going to show up. And if we're going to be fickle with every circumstance that comes into our lives and changes our emotional state of choosing what we're choosing as the end result, to choose to live the life we love, then we're never going to go any further. We're going to be just just sabotaging all the time, back and forth, and being stuck. And this is where quality choices come into it. This is where choices, this is where the lenses, this is where focus comes into it. This is where heart center comes into it. This is when we say we rise above, knowing that we're not going to escape. There's going to be things always happening. But what is your state of being? What are you choosing? Because that is when you take your power back. That's when you choose. Power within you is greater than in the world. And that is when you know you are in your purpose of being, not just truthful to yourself, but living your truth. Because not everybody's going to come in agreement with you. And that's when you have to say, am I ready for this? Daily practice, daily bread, daily choice, every single day, with every single thing, with every relationship, with every decision in business, whatever the end result is, it's inevitable because structure has integrity. It's design that is designed.
I'm feeling heaviness in those words, Nikki.
Please explain. I'd like to hear. Share with me. Tell me more. What that is heaviness on you. I'd like to know.
Duty, obligation, should.
Whose?
I don't know. But I do know that I don't want to go there.
Mhm. Now we know.
I've gone there before and it didn't lead to happy.
Great information. Improver's a bitch. Prover's a bitch.
What did you say?
We said the prover's a bitch.
The prover?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. You mean as in prove it to me? Yeah. Yeah.
Or I have to prove. Or I've got to prove that neither of this, just the wounding, the sabotaging wounding that's so deep in the prover. I can only say that because it's mine. One of my top two, if not the top one.
Yeah, it's pretty high up there for me too.
I know. That's why I mentioned it.
That's why that felt heavy to me.
There you go. There's the truth of it. Or a truth or whatever.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
It's mine too. Spitefully, I'll prove I'm right.
Yeah, I'll grit my teeth, and damn it, I'll show you.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! But talk about punishment, right?
Yeah, and guess who
Talk
bears the
about
brunt
punishment.
of it?
Oh yeah,
It comes right
okay.
back.
No, brother, it's a bitch. It's a bitch.
It shows up as great pain and suffering that turns out to be self-imposed. That's the
Great.
kicker.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my.
Yeah. Yeah, build marriages on that. Hmm. Proving love, right?
Yeah. Well, and force from outside nearly kills you. So what you do is you end up forcing yourself, right? Like you have a death wish or something.
In a way, right? You do. You'll take it to the death. Oh, why else would we duel?
Yep.
Duel to the death. Well, I'm right. You disagree, we're going to settle it. Silly humans.
Yeah. This has been one of my deepest patterns. So that's why I'm so grateful that it's come to light this morning. Oh my gosh. I'll buffet my body and make it my slave.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Right is overrated. Right, being right is overrated. I mean, pride comes before destruction, that your ego, it's a pride, it comes before destruction. And that is what it is. It's getting out of your way. There's nothing to prove. That's where I am in knowing that, that proving whole life, trying to prove something to who, to what, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, if people are going to leave you, let them leave. And I know it's hard, but then they must leave. Because I'd rather be alone than be with misery. I don't want to entertain misery. I've had enough misery in my life. I've had enough. It's enough. It comes a time in the life, it's just enough. I don't entertain misery anymore.
I do.
Oh no, I choose not to. No, really don't, because no, I choose not to.
No,
You know,
I
pride is a real bugger, especially
It
when it
is.
shows up as false humility.
Yeah. Oh, now you're hitting now. Now you're hitting it. Now it's rock bottom. That's it.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Anybody notice that pride is very personal?
Mm.
Nothing really good comes out of pride. Nothing.
It's very lonely.
It's yeah. Isolating.
It's mine. It's me. It's
Mm.
I.
Yes.
And in that, there's no room.
Yeah.
My experience with pride.
It takes a lot of realizing to come to my life is not about me. Thought it was, but it's not.
So, Craig, you're not the center of the universe? Is that what you say? Joke.
Basically. Not the center of anything. Not the center of anything.
Just kidding. And that is just a joke.
No, but it's funny. But it's true.
It is, isn't it?
Like,
it is funny.
That's the thought pattern. That's what's so damn hilarious about it.
Yes. Right?
Yep.
Oh, let's talk about the
that
cosmos.
whole thing about
let's talk about the
trying to
cosmos.
prove.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's talk about the cosmos too.
Trying to prove that I matter.
Oh, you do matter. Oh my God. There's
I know you do matter, but the thing is, trying to prove it is so ridiculous.
Oh, it's so ridiculous.
Because you mattered before you ever tried to prove it. That's the thing.
Oh, there's a drop it in my heart. That's it.
But somehow we feel it's important to prove it.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it? So powerful. That's so powerful and so true. Oh my God!
It is how we belong.
So
it is. It was our.
Yeah.
It was that feeling that gave us. Yeah, it was that feeling that gave it to us. It's like, oh yeah, there it is. I can fix it. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you come to a point where you have no need to impress anybody, your freedom will begin. Living authentically means being true to yourself, but sometimes that means going against the views of others.
Sometimes?
Yeah, most times. I'm not going to say always. I'm trying to get that out of my
No, don't say always.
I don't want to say always because that's a trigger for a lot of people. So I'm not saying always because it's not, but it's a hell of a lot of the time.
Majority.
The majority. Yeah, I love that word. Majority.
I do too. It's like people have got to lump themselves into the majority, or they are special and they're not. Has nothing to do. Pride. No. I was just thinking about cooking rice, the pride cooking rice.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, what a good morning.
Wow, that was a major recode.
Amazing service, yeah, for everyone.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, for me,
Yeah, I'm out walking. I'm a little lighter on my feet, I must admit.
Mm.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Craig. Thank
So
you.
much humility, humility
Yeah.
in the lesson.
You want
And the reflection. And the reflection.
You know, humility is just the truth of who we are.
Yeah, I think it is too. I think it is too. Is it opposite of greed? For now, it is for me. Yeah, today, right in that moment. That's a huge awareness for me. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a connection there. Or you might have created a connection there.
I did, yeah, I did.
Yep. These patterns are so intricate, you know.
Jeez. Well, there's only one of them, It's like we fix that one and you're good.
Yeah.
Recode that one and it's fine, right?
But they're all entangled.
Complexity, man, complexity. Built on top of each other, built around each other, built through each other, played over and over and over again through different circumstances.
Yeah.
That is why we create what we see. And then most are disappointed with the feedback and keep doing the same thing. And yes, I did say most. We don't do that here anymore. Sorry, we don't. It's a strong word because we still do pieces of it as an example today. I don't know if it ever ends. Don't know if I'd ever want it to. I don't know how else I would learn a lesson.
Yeah. I just feel like what's come up for me with that is I never like, the tension. Like we're always going to have tension because tension is like, it's resistance, right? We're always going to have that resistance. But the fact that I really, I was really fearful for that, that resistance. I pull back and go, no. But now that I realize that through practicing and practicing and practicing that I'm actually enjoying the tension now. I never thought it was possible. And I don't mean to have conflict. I'm not talking about destructive. I'm talking about constructive, like knowing that we're all where we need to be, but also knowing that we only know what we know. And that is something not to judge, but to give the space that somebody can just meet up with you. And that comes with communication. It comes with conversation. It comes with sharing your feeling, like sharing your actual thoughts, what's in your heart, and that letting that person process it, and they don't have to receive it immediately, but just allowing you then to follow through, knowing that it's going to be very uncomfortable because you can't be a man pleaser. You have to please.
I can't.
You can't. You can't be a man pleaser. And in my life, I was told to be a man, not in a sense of a man I'm talking, but general, just please be a pleaser. Just do what everyone wants you to do, no matter what you feel, no matter what you want, no matter how your goals, your dreams, what you like. No, you just do what I tell you to do. It's like, do it. Yeah. Don't talk back. Just do it. And if you do, you get punished. And I was punished.
That's what punishment creates.
Yeah, I was punished severely. Trust me when I tell you that. And so that, to me, I understand that now I am my own protector. I protect my heart in knowing that you can come with your opinion, you can come with your suggestions, you can come with your disagreements and not like me, not want to talk to me, or whatever, not invite me, whatever the situation. I can be okay with that now. And I mean that. And I'm going to voice this out because it's very important. Because where I'm going, I need to know that I need to stay in my heart and listen to it and be truthful. That's in my intuition. And it's going to be uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Yeah, it's just uncomfortable, but I got to be true to myself. And so far, if I look back at my life, even as a little girl, as much as I didn't have understanding about anything of superconscious or energy or being a conscious creator, I just knew that I had to be true to my heart. And I had a lot of oppositions. I had a lot of setbacks. Yeah, of course. And I felt very defeated most of my life, going through many, many, many difficulties. But I just had to listen to my heart. And I can really say from my heart experience, I thank God I listened to my heart. Because not everything worked out for me. Trust me, and that, it did not work out. And I had to figure it out. But then I had to also realize that whatever is happening now, it's for my best. I had to believe that because I could have just taken my life, literally, because that's how dark it was. And so with me having to have that understanding that faith is a substance not seen, but an evidence hoped for, yeah? That I knew that when somebody or something happened, something better is coming. And that is something that I can truly say that I'm living it now. It's the most amazing space to be. The most amazing place to be. And I get to be, yeah, like expressing and feeling and knowing that, yeah, it's the most rewarding experience I can ever experience right now. And my heart is full. So, yeah.
That energy is quite a bit lighter, Nikki.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, there was so much suppressed, Craig. I suppressed and I was so suppressed. Oh my God, I was so suppressed. It was like I was my worst enemy, but in the same time fighting with myself. And I realized that I had to give that up because I was fighting with everyone then eventually, you know? And then when I had to make peace with that and say, I accept me for all of my imperfect, perfect flaws, everything that I am, everything that I'm not, I got to look with what I can do and what would I do and what could I do. And when that started to roll, this is where I am today. So it's a practice that I can say, wow, it's creating a home that I've always wanted in my life.
I heard you use the words make peace.
Make peace.
Those are light words.
They're light words.
Create peace are light words. They're not heavy, they're light.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta
So
tell
with
you.
those words, you create lightness.
Yes. Yes.
We could call
Yes,
them
Craig.
feather words.
Yes. Yes. Honestly, when you said that you were walking and there's like, I felt like there was a skip in your walk, you know, like you said, you were light on your feet now. I mean,
Yeah.
that lightness, I have a skip in my walk. And other people go, oh yeah, like you faking it. Like, why are you so happy? Like, what is like, I get that all day, every day. And it's sort of astounding to me because I go, what is that making you uncomfortable? Because I got a smile on my face and I say good morning to you. Like, honestly, does that make you uncomfortable? And she looked at me and she, oh no, it's just that you always just had. I said, yeah, that's right. That's me. That's me. It's not to say that things are working out for me all the time, no ways. But I get to see what makes me happy, what even if it's whatever, however. And that starts, for me, it starts my day.
The message you sent to that person, it could be you.
Tell me more about that. I want to know.
Well,
I know you have
that,
the answer.
you said that's me. And maybe the seed in that message is that it could be her. She could be herself.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Craig.
You presented an opportunity to her.
Oh my
You
God,
could be
Craig,
yourself too.
Yes, Craig. Yes, Craig. That's it, right? Isn't that just beautiful? That others can be themselves with you. Because I had to learn to be myself. Because I was trying to be everybody else, what everyone else wanted, them, what they wanted. And I got lost. And I got quite angry. I was very annoyed with myself. But deep down, I was like, no, don't want to do this. And that word of obligation that you used in this session, that's obligation. I was obligated to please everybody. And for me to come into my heart now and just to say, I matter. I do matter. I do matter. Because I love me. I don't need others to really love me. I love. This is me. I love. Because even if things get done to you in your life, it can take a lot out of you. It can take a lot of you, of what you were, what you really were, like you said, when you came into this time, when you coming to being born, you were whole.
Yep. And perfect.
And perfect. Let's not forget perfect. Yeah. And so for me, that is coming back to my essence of really saying thank you, that now I can give it back to me. I can take my power back. Not in a negative way, but in a positive way. And then I choose myself.
Did you notice that you giggled when you spoke about your obligation?
Tell me more about that.
Well, that came up. You spoke about your obligation like about 30 seconds, a minute ago. You talked about your obligation and you were giggling. There was laughter behind it. Instead of that pressure. instead of that heaviness.
Oh God, isn't that good?
Yeah.
Wow, it's so
So
freeing.
I wasn't sure that you noticed it or not, but that's why I'm bringing it up, because
Thank
it's
you.
like it's discharging
Mm.
in your system. It's neutralizing.
Yeah. There was also something that you also said to me that was, and will come to me, that you said that you had, it will come to me.
Laughter is feedback.
And I love to laugh.
Yeah.
I love to laugh. You know what happened to me 2-3 days ago? I don't know if it was because of our sessions, but I was in the kitchen in the evening. And I'm not joking when I tell you, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to share. I was in the kitchen, right? I'm having a cup of tea. And I just started laughing. Laughing. And I thought, are you going crazy? Like literally, like I was by myself here, and I'm just laughing. And then I just said, let me humor myself. And I said, Spirit, like one more, like take it higher. And I'm not joking. And I went, take me higher. And I was like laughing. I know, I'm just saying, because I would like your feedback. This is really feedback now, okay? I want feedback. And I said, take it higher. And I just started giggling. And I thought, you know that feeling? It's like, it was uncontrollable, but it was a belly laugh. And I could release so much of this laughter. And I thought, where did this come from? And I just said, Spirit, just take it higher. And I listened and I said, and then when it like came down a little bit, I said, no, take it higher. And then it went higher. And then it was just the giggles. But I'm talking giggle, like, and I was quite entertaining myself. I'm not joking. This is serious. And I wouldn't share this if I didn't feel safe enough, but it's the truth. So if you can share with me and collaborate what is going on there, because honestly, I was like observing it and I was just saying, take it higher. Because I thought first it was something that I was just imagining. Like, did I find something humor? Did I, because I process our sessions together, and it's almost like I bring it into a whole integrating and grounding it, and I just love it, right? Because I so appreciate this time spent with everybody, and it's just, to me, it's everything right now. And so I thought, is it just because you guys are sending much love to me or something? Maybe they're sending love to me, who knows?
Well, that's part of it.
It's like they must be thinking of me because I'm just laughing. It's like, oh, what is going on here? And then I thought, oh yeah, is it? Because I questioned it and I asked, but then I said, no, just let it ride. And honestly, it was like for 15 minutes or so. I didn't time it, but it was quite a while that I started just, and do you know what I mean? So
yeah, laughter is release, Nikki.
I tell you, Craig, it was
your body's giving you feedback that something has shaken loose.
Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful I mentioned this because I thought I was first to mention it.
And and you just break out in spontaneous laughter because all of a sudden, whatever it is lifted, and it's like, oh, okay, there's open space there.
I was like, oh my God, it was amazing. And, it's something like that you would want to share, or you would, maybe I could have called somebody, but it wasn't necessary. I just stayed in it, and I just said, there's nothing really to share yet. I don't have to share everything, because sometimes you think you have to share everything. You don't have to share everything. The time will come where there's a time and space to share. There's a season, and now I thought, isn't this the appropriate time to share this? Because it's just so, yeah, it makes sense, right?
Well, remember about 40 minutes ago, we were talking about pride.
Yes. And I had to deal with
both Jesse and I broke out in laughter because we
Yes.
saw that pattern, right?
Right.
So it keeps happening. We're modeling it, and it keeps happening, and and things are being released all over the place.
Amazing. Finally, it's happening.
Well, it's been happening for a long time for you, Nikki, but you just haven't realized that it's happening at such a rate and that kind of scope.
Wow. It's really quite remarkable and amazing, and oh wow.
And it's unexplainable.
Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So just receive it.
Thank you. Yes.
And pat yourself on the back that it's happening, and it's happening to you.
Yeah. My philosophy was it's always about everybody else. It's always for everyone else, but not me. I
Well, it
had that
happens to all of
thinking.
us at the same time anyway, whether you're intentionally doing it or not. So it really doesn't matter. Everybody else doesn't matter because we get the benefit of it anyway, just by witnessing it.
Interesting, hey? Wow.
That's the other miracle part of this, is that as I witness release in other people, I feel release in myself.
Me too. Me too.
There's a group effect going on because it's energetic. It's energy that's releasing.
And we can only help others see what we've seen.
Right.
And vice versa. Or it's like in the moment, it's like, oh, look at all of that. Like what we experienced this morning.
Yep.
So we can do it every day or every 7 days or never.
Yeah.
Or we can do it every freaking minute.
Every freaking minute.
Every minute, every second. I'm serious. Like this is
Every 10.
when...
They say every 10 seconds we have a new thought. So it's like, yeah, every 10 seconds I'll give it that.
Isn't it 16?
Maybe it's 16, yeah.
It's 16.
6.
And that's what they say when you have a thought that obviously you want to change. If you could change it in the 16 minutes, your thought, you can change that. Because if you do not change that thought, it will just continue. So it's like a break that cycle after 16 minutes. If it's that, a negative thought or whatever, sabotage or punishment or whatever, change it in the 16 seconds. It's 16 seconds, by the way, not 16 minutes. Yeah. And so then you can just take your thought to something else, whatever it is. And you can break that pattern. Or that thought pattern.
Something? I'm hearing obligation in that too. Yeah. You have to change your thought, or you change your thought. Like it's a directive. No, it's not a directive.
Explain.
As your awareness changes, your thoughts change by themselves. Your focus changes.
Yeah, this is interesting.
It's super conscious. It's super conscious choice. Spontaneous.
But you are what you think. That's a known fact. You are what you think. You are what you become, what you think.
Well, there's another one.
But I'm going to say the
what
but
makes
now.
That a fact? Sounds more like an opinion.
But in the same time, That's why God said capture every thought under the word of God.
Well, yeah, I know, but there's an interpretation with that too.
But there's nothing. Yeah, but line it up with the word of God. Line it up.
That never worked
Everything's
for
with
me.
the word.
That never worked for me.
Yeah. I hear you. So tell me what worked for you. What
Lightening
works
up.
for you? Mm-hmm. Nice. Yes.
It's not my
Lightening up.
obligation. It's not my responsibility.
Of
It's
what?
not
What
my
is not
responsibility to change myself.
correct. That I totally agree. Yes. 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 So as Pascal's word was for today was focus. Focus becomes your reality. So what we
Yep.
focus on. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
But also where the mind goes, the man will follow. What do you say about
Well, focus starts with awareness
that? Mm.
or
Okay.
attention.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it all starts with awareness.
Definitely awareness is very powerful. Yeah, that's awareness.
And it's what I like in my awareness, it's like what to be aware of. I say, what I've noticed for me is my starting position. Craig, you say light. I like it. It's like light or heavy. To me, that's same as positive and negative. Just a different perspective, a different filter. I think it's another great one because words do carry that, just as they carry a positive and negative charge. I think to have focus requires awareness, and awareness requires awareness of the starting position, which is starting always right now. You just never know where you catch yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so fresh. That is so fresh. That is fresh. That's new. Oh, that's new. That's new.
Aware of your starting position, that you're always being charged. Is it a heavy charge? Burden, obligation, punishment, whatever. And do you want to keep playing that every 10 seconds, 16 seconds? That's the starting position every 16 seconds.
Hey, that's it. That's it.
I took a week of it. I did a week of it. Yeah. I'm day one today. No more.
Oh, doesn't it feel good?
Without a doubt.
And that's
what
the
feels
feeling.
good, it's my choice. Yeah, it's like, oh, I can stand in that. I can stand in my power. And I found with your help, that's where I can be in my power. And I'll make those moves. I'll make that move all the time. Every day I'm going to make that move. Doesn't matter.
Now. That's it.
That
The
is my
winner's
best
mind,
move.
baby. A winner's mindset. That's what I'm talking. That's it.
You ain't going to make space. I will.
Yes. Yes.
Because that's my choice.
Oh. Feel that. And I receive that too. I receive that.
Took me time to get there. Yeah. Took me pain to get there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But that was a lesson. That's a lesson. Like to be there, arrive there. It's like, oh, for me, it can all be anew.
And you can even thank the pain, that lesson of going back and saying, thank you. Thank you for everything. Just thank you, And there's nothing of attachments. It's just thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for leaving me. Thank you for rejecting me. Thank you for whatever, abandoned. Thank you for your, just thank you. Just thank you.
Mhm.
And when you can say that, there's no attachment. There's no soul tied. There's nothing that anyone has on you. You cut it loose. You are loose. And then you stand in your power. And you will attract what you want to attract because that's who you are. And the universe only gives you what you are. It doesn't give you what you need. And I just love that. And I'm not surprised because sometimes I got to pinch myself and go, is this like really happening? Am I part of this movement right now? Like, am I like talking, like being here, standing on the shoulders of giants? I mean, am I like in company of pure magic here? It's just magic. It's love. It's just explosive. It's like, you know, you can do anything. You can have anything, but you can also, you know, just choose it.
Mm.
That makes sense. If I'm making sense, right? Because
No, you're not.
making sense.
Who says you're supposed to make sense?
I know. Oh my God, it's crazy. It's so crazy.
Hey, my brain can't grasp this stuff. Surely can't.
What? It's just like, what is like, what? Yeah. So it's just like getting into the feeling and just saying, hey, what a feeling this is. What a feeling.
Mm.
That's all I can say. What a feeling. Because you don't know how to feel if you don't know how to, if you've always felt wrong about yourself, you know? And
Starting position. Mm.
it's a starting position, right? And it's like everything starts changing for you. You start seeing things differently. You start even behaving differently. And what was it was something that it was. And you know, I remember, you know, my mom telling me something about years ago, and I'll just tell you because my mother was Jewish, by the way. Okay. Okay. And she converted into Christianity because my dad, but when she did convert it, her mother like literally said, I'm going to cut you out. Like, you're not my daughter, literally. And so my mom looked at her and said, okay. And she reminded her mother reminded my mother of what a bad person she was. Like remembering, like, look, you know, and she looked and she said, yeah, you're right, mommy. I was that. And I was this, and I'm very you know, you're disappointed in me. And, you know, a lot of things. I don't want to go into it. And I remember what my mother said, you know, and that was really something that she stood her ground. And my mother was never one to speak up, you know. And I remember that conversation with my grandmother. You know what I mean? Because my grandmother didn't acknowledge us as her grandchildren, and only after my mother spoke up and said, "Yes, you're right, mommy. You know, I'm a disappointment, this and that, but it doesn't matter if you love me or not. This is what I'm choosing." My mother just said, "I'm choosing." And at that time, she said, "I'm choosing Jesus Christ and Christian, you know, and this and that." And that's it. And after that, not even a couple of days later, guess who came on Friday? And Friday is a Shabbat day, eh? Shabbat Shalom is Friday. And she usually used to go to my mom, my auntie, my mother's elder sister. Shabbat, you know, have Shabbat dinner and all that. And guess where she came? With a little car. When I say little car, I mean she had a Beetle. And she came to us. So my mother said, we don't celebrate Shabbat Shalom, yes. We don't celebrate Shabbat. And my grandmother says, yeah, but I've come to bake. I don't come here to eat. I just come to bake. And that's how I learned how to bake from that day. And I was 5 years old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Can you follow what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know why I'm sharing this. It's just something that I wanted to share.
No, it's the obvious action.
When I went to Israel, when I was 21. I stayed there for a year. I worked on a kibbutz Kohon in Tiberias. And I worked in the farms and I just loved it, you know. I worked with the citrus and I drove a big truck and bananas and dates and ostriches and, you know, it was just amazing. And I loved it. Just to find out like my roots, you know, of what it was, you know, this whole understanding, you know, of Judaism and all that. But in the same time, even as a Christian, I had to find out who God was for me because he wasn't really demonstrated. And that's what I love about this is that it's got nothing to do with what religion you come from. It's coming from a place that we can express love. And I think that is the highest vibration. When we can demonstrate it.
Yeah, demonstrate that we care.
Demonstrate that we care.
And that's what I heard both ways. Your mom cared, you know, her mom cared, you know, and it was like so important. Everyone knew what Friday meant.
Yes.
And it was like, no, I choose this against that. And it was like, I mean, it's like there is nothing stronger than that.
Right.
You know, let's talk about the little things, right? The little things that matter. And fuck the little things of choice. I love them. Power.
Power. So much power.
So I choose how to start my day and I choose how to end it. Someone brilliant taught me that one.
That would be me.
I know. Take that pride. Take it.
And the rice got overlooked.
I'm only teasing.
And the rice got overlooked. You bet. Overlooked.
Yeah, the rice.
Oh, so good.
So good. So complete.
I am too. Wow. Did they just get better? Did they just get better?
Even better.
No, all three of us had giggles. So with that gathering and amazing breakthroughs from heavy to light, may we take that light and scatter. Scatter your light, scatter your genius, scatter, but you're always whole. It's like we are scattering, you are going whole, taking it with you, sharing it, giving it, allowing it, receiving it.
Shine a light.
Shine your light, shine our light.
Shine our light.
Well, you amazing humans, friends,
yes,
family. Have a being creative. Go prove it.
The proof's in the pudding.
Gotcha, Craig.
Yeah, Craig's got that one. He's too fast.
I love it.
Did you
I
feel how
love
deep
it.
that one went? That laugh was deep. I don't think I've
Oh
ever heard
yeah,
that
that was
laugh.
good. Very well done. Well done, Jesse. You don't have to prove what you already know.
I don't have to prove. Be and do your genius today.
Yeah, Joe and I have been writing marketing copy the last few days. And what's interesting is you get these blank script and they're always about, you got to prove what you're saying.
Oh God, yes.
Okay.
Demonstrate, give the value. Ugh.
Right. Exact. Well, yeah, but that's that whole value thing. The abuse of that word is rampant. But anyway, but the whole thing about providing proof or provide examples, and we're developing a whole new paradigm for marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're realizing is that it doesn't even use proof. In fact, proof proves nothing.
That's right. Give them what they want, huh? What are you
But
learning?
It's based on knowing, and it's based on knowing that everybody already has.
Yeah. Oh, so
and
powerful.
bringing their own personal knowing to the surface, and providing some kind of an awareness of that.
Yeah. Experience.
The truth of that.
Yeah. I say you can tell people all about it, right? Information, which is what most people do. And then you can have them experience it. And that's what I hear you is like you're unpacking to experience what they've already got.
Right. Exactly.
And one thing I want to add here that I missed in the moment, Nikki, in tension, in the container of tension, you spoke about resistance. So yeah, I accept that. Is there a tension that also pulls?
Pause or pull?
Pull, like pull.
Like pulling me.
Like pulling you through, like a magnet.
Yes, like a magnet, yes.
So I say if we can include the description of tension to have those two,
yes.
Resistance
yes.
and a magnet, like to pull you, it's like
forwards.
then the choice.
Yes.
It's like, oh, which one do I want? So I don't have a better word for tension with it yet, but that's
right.
The creative structure is the one
which
that's
choice is pulling me.
Yeah, magnet.
Yes, there's it.
Bingo.
Bingo. Yeah, but I
because
like
it's
that
always
one,
in the moment of now. Everything,
yes.
The starting position is right now.
Right
and so it's
now,
either fighting
come on.
it, resisting
yes.
it, or it's pulling me.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I feel that. Yes, there's so much in that. That is powerful. There, right there. Oh, so good.
I'm going to write that one down too.
Oh, please write it down. And I would like to just copy that, like copy it, because I really need to. That's something I have been really focusing on and vibrating literally on, the now, right? Yeah. And now that it's a starting point, isn't it just excellence? Because you can do it with excellence now. Just starting point. Doesn't matter how long, it's right now, starting point, staying our focus, pulling forwards and stretching the band, stretching it. I just like, it's inevitable. It's just like so exciting. Like, what else can we, like, wow. the impossible, like everything is just like coming. It's just coming. You know, when we're in that tension of co-creating and having a conscious, you know, of being aware of what we are focusing our thoughts, even if it says, okay, you know, but just our awareness of what we're processing, what are we allowing, you know, and what are we letting go of? It's like, it's a starting point. This is my starting point. This is the starting point of right now. And so that is the old identities, the old beliefs, everything that was. Thank you very much for the lesson, but now this is where I am. I'm on the starting point all over again, and I'm going to do this all over again tomorrow, please God, if I wake up. All over it again, and keep going, or doing it all over again. Till I get sick and tired, and I'll still keep going. So even if you do get sick of me, I'm going to show up and I'm going to tease you.
We've been sick of you for months, Nikki.
I know. That's what I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you in advance. You better get used to me because I ain't going anywhere. Trust me. Loyalty is one of my expertise. So I am joined by the hip here. So just bear with me because I'm also learning. And I just love this. Oh, I just love it.
Well, the beauty of it is that we are all sharing a starting position.
Mm-hmm. That's what I feel.
When we are alive.
Yes.
And we are all alive.
And we're all alive, thank God.
Which means we all have a now.
Yes. And a starting point.
And a starting point with life. Knowing that there's a tension between what I want and why I can't have it.
Oh.
We're pulled to what we want and we resist why we can't.
Oh.
And stretching the band by someone else that taught me, like shared that with me. And it was like wonderful aha. And it's like stretching the band to what? I don't know. But notice the tension of I don't know. Is it resisting? Do you resist? I don't know. Or does it pull you to what's next?
So good.
I'm writing it down too.
Please write it down because I am not writing it down. Well, I will listen to the replay, that's for sure. But I just need to know this. Write it down. Oh my God. This is so good. Oh, so good.
Yeah, 2 sets of 3.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
And knowing that our starting position doesn't have to be from the beginning.
Oh, come on now. Let's drop it. Let's drop it.
Because it's almost like a video that comes in mind. It's like when you're talking about, say, like, I want to climb the Everest. So they have the base camp and then they climb. And then they have another base camp, which is their other beginning, right? Like, so they're starting the next morning or whatever. And then like they're climbing up, right? It's like a mountain. So you don't have to go all the way down and all the way back up again, right? So you're always starting, it's a new beginning, but it's always like a higher beginning.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I'll just share.
So
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Oh, I just love it. I just love it because it just dropped me now to say that we're not starting from scratch. We've had experience. And that's the lovely part, you know, just because we're starting from a starting point doesn't mean that we're starting from scratch. Yeah? Mm-hmm. You follow what I mean? Because now we can start with experience and we can also start with opportunity.
Awareness.
And awareness. Oh, Now, if that is not powerful, then what is, like, right now? Wow.
And I'll share a little bit about like proving myself or proving to others, because it hit home for me. And I think for a lot of people, and mine is around health. We have some genetic pattern that runs in their family. And I was always like, you know, my aunt was like, well, this is the path. Like, you know, you're gonna be like the same thing as, you know, your father and like your uncles, and so everybody has it, right? So, and I'm like, no, I'll prove you wrong. But by saying that,
there's that word again.
yeah, but by saying that, I'm separating from them. You know, like I mean, like they're not part of me.
Your reality could be different.
My reality can be different. So instead, then, so 3 years ago, when like the whole pandemic thing, I was sick and tired of proving that I'm right. And so instead than proving myself, I use the word, I lead by example. And to me, like, that doesn't mean proving myself. I just make choice that resonate with me. And if people wants to follow, then they can ask me, but I'm not like trying to convince people.
You can be the one that lives a different pattern.
Yeah. And when I had the reading, that's exactly what she said. She said, like, you are the one that can break that pattern. And I'm like, okay, yeah, good. But, you know, like, it's kind of like putting responsibility on me, right? So, but yeah, just lead by example. Just lead by example. Whatever it means for you, right? So, and what I realized, it's like, instead of being with the group that I have to prove myself, I'd rather be alone.
Making space.
Yeah.
Yeah, your gift to the world is your example. But there's
My
nothing,
uniqueness.
yeah, there's nothing more, I feel, than being yourself and being accepted and giving the opportunity for somebody else to be themselves. You don't, you know, just like in all your awareness, like, and if you can do that, then people can really show up for who they want to be because they're seeing it in you. It's the same with being vulnerable. It's like lean forwards, don't shut down. And then when it's really uncomfortable, just lean forwards and just, you know, gives opportunity for others. Like what Craig just mentioned. It's just knowing that, you know, it's opportunity. Because you know who you are in the sense of what you want, you know, happiness and being around people that you, when you leave them, they feel better about themselves. I mean, but it's also for them to also want that. And that's also okay. They're also, they're entitled to feel what they want to feel and go through what they want to feel. It's okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay for all these feelings. But that's what's special. I find that's what makes everything very special.
And it's crazy as it sounds, like the more I do this work, I would think I would have been more focused in a sense of what I want. But I'm a little bit like kind of lost in the process because I'm like, I'm not attached to material stuff, which was a big pattern for me. So now I'm like, what do I really want?
Mm. Yes. Space.
Yeah.
Space for your truth. Mm. And then it's like, and then just imagine how clarity unfolds.
Yeah.
Mm. Powerful, powerful, powerful lessons. Mm.
So powerful. Holding space. Holding space. Wow. That's it.
Yeah, if you look at it long enough, it comes into focus all by itself.
Yes, it does.
Clarity
Eventually.
comes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It comes.
You know, and it helps to do it in a group.
Mm-hmm. It comes, and only when it comes, it's like, oh, there it is. Only then, like, you know, and it's like, there's no doubt, there's no question. But until that point, oh, there's all sorts of it.
Yeah, there's no proof either.
Yeah, all there is, and everyone else will think you're nuts. Not everyone.
Well, it's just because they can't see it.
That's right. It's like, and who else could see the genius but you? It's yours to create. It's yours to bring into, and it's like that's what we all need.
Exactly. That's why I find it's a compliment when somebody says you're crazy. I actually start saying thank you, because it's so crazy that it feels that they know that it can be. I actually thank people because people tell me that I'm not. This is like gospel truth. I
It's
get
an
told
affirmation.
this. Hello, but I get told that, and I go thank you. Now I just say
crazy.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you. I'm crazy. You're crazy,
crazy.
Nikki. You are crazy. I go, yeah, thank you. I just say thank you now. I really, honestly, because now I really understand it's okay. You know, it's okay because you have to have that vision. You have to, you know, when you have that vision for yourself, not everybody will understand that vision. And that's when you have to press through with the starting point of staying focused to your vision, to your end result, in staying and keep staying and keep staying and keep staying and keep staying. And it's not going to show up, or, you know, it's going to take maybe a while, but you just keep with a good attitude. And I promise it's inevitable that it comes. And I am a testimonial. I am here in the flesh, can say it's possible. It is possible. Because no one believed in me, no one supported me, called me crazy. I had to do it on my own, and that's okay. But I just kept with that vision and saying, no, there's more to me. There's more to me what people are telling me. There's more to me what happened to me. There's more to me. I am going to just prove it. But I did. But I felt that now I can let that go. Because just as Craig said, there's nothing to prove when you know it. It's nothing. You're free. Absolutely free of every burden. Just free. And I was also told ancestral that because of my ancestral, of what I was struggling at the time, they said, oh, that's in your bloodline. That's in your bloodline. So it's just gonna be. That's just this. And I went, no, sorry. I don't agree with that. Because that I feel there's bloodline curses and blessings And I chose the blessings. And I didn't know anything about ancestral of 7 years and whatever, 20 years or backward, going even more. But all I knew is blessings. So I break those curses and I just created the blessings. And I said, for me and my family, for me and my bloodline, it stops here with me. The pain stops here with me. The children in this family, the pain stops here with me. It does not go further. And it has not gone further. It stopped here with me. Yeah? So it's possible.
I'm crazy too.
Oh, God, thank you. Join the crazy club. Let's dance to that one. Let's dance to that one, Pascal. Let's put some music on and dance. Oh, gee whiskers.
Hey, I can trump both of you.
Yeah.
I had one office. On my office door, somebody made a nameplate that said "Crazy Craig." Put it on my door.
Mm. Crazy Craig.
I think I still have that somewhere. I resemble that remark.
Well, guys, sorry I had to step out there. I missed the last few minutes there, but I'm gonna go enjoy
We were acknowledging our craziness.
Yeah. Wonderful.
We're just having a giggle with it.
Yeah, and of course, you're part of that too, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The crazy
Yep.
club.
But you're in good company.
In the best company.
I said I just celebrate breakthroughs. That's all I celebrate.
Oh, me. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yep.
And breakthrough is awareness. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's it. Absolute. So exciting. So grateful.
Knowing yourself even better.
Hey, that's it. Oh, yeah. It's coming home, taking each other home. I think that's the most reward. It's a beautiful place. To feel at home.
That's why, like, I'm a little lost because that's a choice of mine, Like finding truth.
We know the way home.
Amen. Amen. Amen and amen. I love that. Yeah. I think our truth is just to know what really makes us happy. Like what really makes you happy. And it doesn't have to be the big things. It's the little things. It really is. And it starts with the little things, when you can really just know that this is what makes me happy. And starting my day like this makes me this is my truth.
It might start with rice.
Yeah.
Box.
Leave the rice alone.
We're gonna drill that one. We're gonna drill it till it's like till it comes grain.
No, I
No,
love
I'm
that.
teasing.
I love how it keeps coming back
But it's so
into
cute.
my awareness, so I can't resist.
Yeah, it's a
I
great
gotta speak that
example.
one. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's a great
I've got to laugh
example.
out of everybody.
You gotta laugh at it. It's amazing example.
I love you,
It's,
Pascal.
yeah, no,
Love
it's
you,
a
Duan.
it's amazing example. And yeah,
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Really
yeah.
simple,
see,
happy.
See, it's funny because like I share kind of two stories, right? Like I share the one in the book, which is not my experience. And I'm sure for you guys, it was just like, oh, okay, it's just from a book, right? But when it comes from my experience, then it's
because we can relate. We can relate.
Exactly.
It's relatable. It's relatable. It's something that we can relate to. That's why storytelling is so profound, because you can go into the story and relate to it. You know, it's very, yeah. Nothing personal. It's just really there. It's just like,
interesting
wow.
to me that, you know, when you share things personally,
yeah,
how much they affect other people.
Because it's like a human thing too. You know, you connect to the human part of somebody. Like you make them feel like, right. Oh, yeah. It's, yeah.
But if I would have say, you know, it's still my experience, but I would say, oh, a friend of mine, you know, had this experience and you share it with me, then it's not the same, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not.
Nope, not quite.
Yeah,
secondhand.
Secondhand. Secondhand.
Secondhand.
Download.
Right?
Secondhand.
Passenger, I guess.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for telling your story, because it was.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, it was a great example. Great example. You know, and that's the thing where you have to look at the things that are working out, and what is really working out, and what is somebody doing that is right and not always wrong. Because what happens, we're looking at others, significance, or other people, what they're doing wrong, but we're not looking at what they do right.
Yeah, it's easy to point out.
Amen to that, sister.
Yeah, it's easy to point out what people do wrong.
Yes, very easy all the time, but you don't see what they're doing, what is right. And when you focus on what they're doing right, you will forget what they're not doing right, because that is your prime understanding of celebrating them.
You find what you look for.
You find what you look for. Very powerful one, that. Very powerful.
We confirm it is what we look for.
That's it. Yeah. So we want to look for problems. We're going to look for problems, and we're going to receive problems. We're going to get problems. But when we look for solutions, that is where we get to the end result. Because it's inevitable. It's structural. And that is when you got to celebrate the little things and see what others are doing, what's right, but also knowing what they need.
I want to look for truth.
But it was important for me, like, to recognize that the pattern that I was in, because like usually I would be like, "Well, what did you do then? What did you do all day? You were home, right? You were home. Like, what did you do, right? Like, I work all day, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
right?
yeah.
But like, if I would have go back to my old pattern, I'm sure I wouldn't get like that kiss goodnight.
Oh hell no! Let me tell you, hell
and
no.
Probably today, she would have been bitter all day. you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then I come
Yeah.
home and like barely talk or whatever, you know.
Oh,
Like I know,
awful.
but like now we're just like, yeah, it was just rice, you know what I mean? Like it's just like we don't need to push it further, right? So
Exactly.
but you cannot be like, yeah, it's not about me, but in the same time, I'm like, okay, well, rice was really important to her, then I gotta make sure, right? Like in the sense of that I don't want this to happen again.
Yeah, and you know, Pascal, it's her daily bread. She has rice, that's her base. Like everybody has certain things that they eat with, maybe with bread or rice.
Yeah, it would be a lot easier.
And
it would be a lot easier if she would like bread. So I can just
but she
make
doesn't.
sure I buy
it's rice.
a thing of bread, you know?
But it
Right.
isn't. It's rice.
You could just bring home a baguette.
Yeah, bring a baguette. Yeah, she's not as happy as a rice. Yeah.
That's right. That what makes her happy.
Yeah.
And what does it cost? It costs nothing. It
My
really
time.
doesn't.
My time. That's it.
But time well worth, because you're going to know that there's rewards in a way that you're doing it because you know this is what she likes.
Right.
I mean, let's just get down to the nitty gritty of it, right? We're not asking for any big, you know, praise here, but it's the little things, right? And if you know that what somebody needs, right, even if you think they don't need it, and you still go forwards with it because you're just doing it, knowing it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing to do, right?
Yeah.
And that is your true nature, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're aiming for, right? To love one another as we love ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we always have to come back to love, because love is who we are. And we've got to remind ourselves of that. Because not everybody gives you that. Not everybody tells you that. They tell you how bad you are, how wrong
But
you are.
why is that saying like, happy wife, happy life?
Oh, happy wife, happy home. Yeah.
And why not like happy man, happy life?
Because the woman is the heart of the home.
She's what? Sorry?
She's the heart of the home.
Not always.
She's the heart of the home?
Well, okay, let me think about that one. Because I'm dealing with 3 against 1 here. So I gotta be very grounded in what I say now. I'm gonna get like whooped with you guys. No, I'm just gonna think about that one and I'll come back to you. I guess no, it's I think it's just a saying. Maybe I'm not gonna say any more to that.
It's just a little too general, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna close that one for me. I'm not gonna say anything. I have nothing to say.
It's just the same. If it was all about to make it easy, Pascal, it would be bread. If it was all about you and making life easy for you, then bread would not be a problem. Bread would be perfect.
Amen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. It's so cool.
Whatever your choice is, Pascal. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it just makes life go a whole lot easier if it was that way. But then I think we'd get bored with that too. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you too, guys.
Thanks. Bye,
You too.
Craig. Bye, Pascal.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
It's been
Jesse.
awesome
Thank
today.
you. Yeah, it was
Take
awesome.
care, guys.
Stay awesome. Stay
Awesome.
Stay light.
Choose rice.
Right. It's all about me.
Goodbye, guys.